T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
I need you to open Paddock 9.
You play to win the game.
We'll talk about playoffs? You kidding me?
And a title for the Patriots! I can't believe it!
Happy NFL opening weekend, everybody, and welcome to LOC Game Day Morning. I am your host, The Commish, and I'm happy to be bringing you this first edition of our show. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce you to my co-host, Gloria. Say hello, Gloria.
Hello, Gloria.
No, Gloria, say hello to the League of Champions.
Hello to the League of Champions.
Well, she's not without her flaws. Gloria is a specially designed artificial intelligence, and she comes equipped with some really cool features. For example, Gloria, what are the current LOC standings?
There is currently a 10-team tie for first place.
Wow, tight race. She has an endless list of commands, most of which start with the phrase go to, so you kind of have to be careful around her. But enough of the introductions. Let's head to our first segment. Gloria, go to the scoreboard. Papa's posse was looking dead in the water Thursday night against Pain Train when Mike Gillisley stomped into the end zone for the hat trick. But the Kansas City defense battled back to keep them in the game. Brady couldn't even reach half his projection against Sweet D, putting the commish in an uphill battle today. And since I'm the commish, I'm not very happy about that. R.I.P. Dab might not have gotten a lot out of Travis Kelce, but is still heavily favored heading into today's games. A big part of that is Jar Jar's lack of options in replacing Mike Evans, out with a Week 1 bye. And Paddock 9 is finding it hard to back up his shit talk after Gronk was snuffed out by Eric Berry most of the game. And finally, Duck Punchers had quite a game with Kareem Hunt. And for that, we head to our next segment, Beard Watch.
Let's go to Brian Fantana
what
live
I'm
on the scene with a Channel 4 News exclusive.
The mood is tense. I have been on some serious reports, but nothing quite like this.
Current beard length appears to be about 6 inches from chin to tip, or the fantasy equivalent of 246 all-purpose yards. The beard was in full force on Thursday, rushing for 148 yards and scoring 3 touchdowns. This begs the question, is Zach back? And is Mama Said in trouble early in 2017? More on that in a minute, but for now... Gloria, do you hear that?
That is just you talking. Do you want me to exterminate?
What? No! Not that. That.
Accept him or her for whatever it might be. It's time for androgyny. Here comes Cat.
That must mean it's time for our new segment, and for that, we bring in Paddock 9 manager Patrick McAteer. Pat, take it away.
Here comes Cat.
Roll the clip, Gloria. God damn it.
I, as you know, am Patrick, manager of Paddock 9, and this right here is going to be one of our new weekly segments. It's going to be called A Pat on the Back. The gist of Pat on the Back will be to congratulate different managers each week here. You know, just a real nice thing that we're going to have. This week we're going to have 3 pat on the back.
3 fabulous flyers!
So, the first one is going to go to yours truly. First pat on the back will go to me because I made a bad move in the draft. I will admit that. That's on me. Normally I'm a very strong drafter. But picking Spencer Ware, who had a torn ACL at the time, not great. So, just a big old pat on the back for that one. Our second pat on the back will go to one Chris Filer, or as some will know him, Pain Train. for just his very generous trade offers that he's been sending everyone. We all really appreciate it. I'm shocked that none have been accepted yet.
What? Nothing? Nothing happened. Where's the confetti?
O.J. Howard for Julio Jones, straight up. O.J. Howard for Antonio Brown. How did that not get put through? O.J. Howard for David Johnson, your first-round pick for next year, and your second-round pick for next year. Guys, that's a steal. Chris, come to me, man. I'll accept that all day long. We're going to go to our third pat on the back, and that one is going to go to Shoddy.
Did someone say go to Shoddy?
Gloria, no!
Activating Shoddy intro video.
Oh.
Moment of silence for the champion. Oh no, I'm not losing, and I refuse to let you win. No, and you can't stop me now. I'm working for the heavens, and failing in my life is a sin. You can't take me down. Nah, come and try to test me, and you go from number 1 to a 0.
Glorious, turn off the intro video. Thank you. Now, resume Pat on the Back Volume 1.
Shoddy, just a big old pat on the back. You know, you're giving all of these players who are, how do I put this, geriatric, just a place to play. All your running backs, I believe, are over 40. So it's just, you can really see how big your heart is and how much you care about these players, where, you know, maybe you should let go, but you just can't. So just a big old pat on the back for drafting the oldest running backs in the world. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. As I said, I am Patrick, and that was pat on the back.
Okay, thank you for that, Patrick. I'm sure your trash talk will in no way come back to bite you in the ass. And now for our featured interview of the week. This week we are going live to London to chat with the managers of one of the league's most prestigious franchises. Gloria, establish the London feed.
Establishing feed to London. Current time, unknown. I'll be honest, I don't think anyone knows what time it is in London. Scholars maintain that clocks in Europe went extinct hundreds of years ago.
Okay, Jared, I see you. How are you? How is London treating you?
Really well. Found out I was staying in one of the apartments Jack the Ripper used to do his murders in. Came with bloodstains and everything. Plus side of having no friends here in London is that I have all the more time to spend on fantasy football. Listen carefully for a second. Do you hear them out there?
Sounds like people outside living their lives.
Yeah, not me. I'm here, in the war room, focused, driven.
Okay, great. Enough of the small talk. Question number 1. Answer honestly. Did you or did you not have insider information regarding the Zeke Elliott suspension prior to the draft?
Zeke, you want to come in here, and your first question, you want to talk to me about Zeke? Next question, please.
Jared, don't dodge the question. Did you or did you not have insider information regarding the suspension status of Ezekiel Elliott? You knew he'd be playing week 1, didn't you?
Sorry, please direct all matters regarding Zeke to the lawyers.
Well, there you have it, people. Because of London's 3-week time difference, Mama knew the news before the rest of us.
London's only 5 hours ahead.
Well, that's debatable. Question number 2. Are you at all worried that Big Ben stopped chiming the day you arrived in London? Kind of a coincidence, don't you think? Maybe a little bit too much of a coincidence.
Where one Big Ben leaves off, the other picks up. Big Ben has not rung his final bell here in London. I can guarantee that.
Ooh, calling your shot. Little Joe Namath Super Bowl III action going on here. I don't know if the fantasy gods are gonna like that one.
I'll let the gods be the judge of whether I've done right by them.
Okay, follow-up question. Did you draft Big Ben Roethlisberger to try and appeal to the British fantasy gods?
Let's let time be the judge. Let's just say, it seems like the gods are on my side here.
Alright, let's talk a little bit about this week's matchup. How important is it to you that you get that first big win against Duck Punchers, start the season 1-0, and show the league that you're ready for a fresh start here in 2017?
The Dick Pinchers are a good team. They have a good manager. I won't lie and say I don't want to win. I always want to win. Every game is important.
And do you feel like your team is prepared to take on that high-flying Duck offense?
Mama said had a good offseason. We got on a lot of good reps out there.
Well, you know what they say, the best way to shake off an off-season is to have a good off-season.
And you always have to be ready for the best. We're ready for a challenge. I'm excited to see whatever the Duck Punchers can bring.
Well, it seems like Duck Punchers certainly sent you a message Thursday night with Kareem Hunt's performance. Do you have any message that you'd like to deliver back to DP before Sunday's matchups?
I just hope the Duck Punchers are tougher than their name. It doesn't take a hero to punch a duck.
Ooh, strong words there from Mama. Okay. Wow. So, let's ask the hard-hitting question, the question everyone wants the answers to. Do you think that it's fair that because of the time difference in London, you know the NFL results before everybody else does?
The time difference puts me in a weird place. My time passes before yours. But results happen here after they do for you. I won't know who won Sunday night's game until Monday morning. This is a major advantage. I live in the future and in the past. I'm in your dreams and your memories.
What are you doing here? Ah! Oh. Anyway. Okay, final question, Mama. Which will there be more of this season? Aaron Rodgers touchdown passes or Chris trade proposals involving a tight end?
No comment.
Ooh, a little tight-lipped of a response there. Do you feel that if Chris approached you with an offer, you would consider a trade? Maybe a low-end tight end for some sort of high-end running back?
My door's open. Everything has a price.
Well, there you have it, people. A trade is in the works. Jared, how do you feel about losing Jay Ajayi week 1 due to the hurricane? Do you feel like Hurricanes maybe have a vendetta against you?
1 second.
Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway, do you think that it's possible that the Hurricane is a Duck Punchers fan? Alright. Well, there you have it, people. Jared is not worried about the Hurricane because he does have Ezekiel Elliott, which we already covered earlier. He knew would be the case weeks ago when he took Zeke in the second round of the 2017 LOC draft. Jared, thank you so much for your candid responses. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. And don't have too many crumpets out there. And for our final segment of the day, we go to the Matt Jinx body count. The body count currently stands at 2, with Danny Amendola and Willie Snead being the first 2 casualties of this early season. And finally, even though we're not including this in our tally, I will say that wearing the Patriots hat on the day of the game was probably a little bit of a Matt Jinx, since I have a strict no Patriots gear on game day policy. For that reason, I'll be removing the cap, and I will not be wearing Patriots gear outside of Barstool Sports t-shirts for the remainder of the season. So you can say goodbye to this, and say hello to this glorious head of hair. On that note, that concludes the first edition of LOC Game Day Morning. I'm really looking forward to a full NFL season, full of fun and surprises and ultimately disappointment. I leave you now with the inspirational words of the week, courtesy this week of J.J. Watt, who raised millions for Hurricane... I'm not sure which one, there are so many. Have a great day, and I will see you next week. Kamish out.
Hey, the philosophy of this fucking squad is off the field, we're good-ass dudes. We're nice fucking guys, we do the right thing. On the field, when you step on the field, you're the baddest fucker on the planet. And together, we're the baddest fucking team on the planet. And that's the way we're gonna attack every fucking day. I don't care who walks into our building. I don't care whose building we walk into. We're the baddest fuckers out there.